Alright folks, a quick rundown on how we're attempting to dehydrate these mulberries. These are the strictly white mulberries. I heard tell that they actually have hallucinogenic qualities to them, but here I have the bin where they've been rinsing, soaking for a little while. Ultimately, I think all you want to do is quickly harvest them, give them a quick rinse, and then just kind of drain. I'm just temporarily draining as much water as I can out of them, and then I'm going to put them into these aluminum baking pans with this weed block that is nice and airy to let the moisture come out, hopefully. And then these trays are going to go over here to the rack that we've been figuring out the best way of setting it up to maximize the space. And what we found is just some bars placed strategically down through allows us to let them just sit like this, and we've got I think what, 9 rows, 9 rows all together, and probably 3 or 4 wide, so we can dehydrate a lot of stuff. I know aluminum is probably not the best thing to be using, and they're not going to be getting air flow through the way I've seen everybody else doing it, but I think just getting the moisture out is the key. I think it's gonna work. And then we got all the extra rinse water that we can boil down. That 12 gallons of the black mulberries ended up boiling down to. Actually, I might as well take a short walk in here and show you what we set up. We started cooking everything down inside in the kitchen stove, and it was hot as hell in there. But we had this antique natural gas stove out here in the garage, and just happened to have a gas line fed out here for the heater, and we've been slowly boiling them down. And check this out. This is how much is left of 12 gallons of that mulberry juice that we got out of that other cooler with the dark mulberries. I think we're gonna boil it right down to like syrup. Incidentally, the wine that I made last year from mulberries ended up being like the tastiest mulberry vinegar you'd ever want to taste. And my other half has tasted some gourmet vinegars before from all over the world, and he said it's like the finest tasting vinegar he's ever tasted before. So there's nothing wrong with vinegar. I mean, it is an antibiotic. It's good for canning. It's good for salads. It's good for all kinds of stuff. So we've got 2.5 gallons of mulberry vinegar as a result of this. And now we're gonna have some dehydrated mulberries too, hopefully. I guess as long as I'm here, might as well show I've completed the carpeting, and I actually installed my solar panels onto my gurney, so I can aim it into the sun. And it's got a battery kind of wrapped up underneath, but the battery and the charge controller and stuff underneath it. Running on one battery right now, and it actually does. Here's the 12 volt. It's actually a marine sump pump. A little tiny thing. I didn't think it could do it because it's got to push water all the way through the hose that wraps all the way back and forth, all the way back up to the top of the pond. And look at this. I got a little floaty planter going here that has got some melons sprouting in it. I had to add some milk jugs that had a little buoyancy to it, but that should be pretty cool. And I think I'm going to fill up the rest of these unused tires with some melons that I've got started over here too. And maybe a few of the sunflowers. We've got way too many sunflowers. But as I had mentioned in a previous video, we're going to invest into an oil expeller for all kinds of seeds and nuts. And possibly a grain mill, a hand-operated grain mill as well. Alright, just a little more progress, thought I'd point out. Wait till you see what I do with that contraption and the Fresnel lens. And some mirrors and stuff, and a big pot. I'll be boiling down mulberry juice using the sun. Alright, everybody be cool. Free food for everybody forever. Bye-bye.